These two jars are the exact same starters, fed with the same flour, sitting at the same temperature. The only difference is how much food they were given. The one on the left was fed equal parts flour and water. The one on the right was fed 10 times the amount of flour and water by ratio. Watch that 111 starter on the left. It rises quickly, but you'll notice in a minute here that it burns through all of its food about a third of the way through the day. Once that food is gone, it sits hungry, just building up acid. The yeast activity drops and it spends the next 16 hours just sitting there, stressed and slowly weakening. Now, watch that 1-10-10 starter on the right. It rises more slowly because it has a steady food supply. It has a gentler rise, a longer peak, and it spends far less time starving. A lot of us are used to feeding our starter and wanting it to peak fast because we're excited to bake, and that makes sense. When you're baking, a lower ratio feed can be useful because it pushes the starter to peak more quickly. But when we're feeding for maintenance on non-bake days, the goal is actually to slow the fermentation down. Why? Because we want the starter to stay fed until the next feed, not just rush to a fast peak and then crash. So yes, feel free to use lower ratios when you want to bake, but this is why high ratio feeds matter so much for maintenance and why I spend so much time talking about it in all of my videos. It all starts with your starter. I know it's frustrating to ask 10 sourdough people a question and get 10 different answers. That's why I'm here to share best practices and real sourdough education, not just myths and misinformation. So follow me for more and drop in the comments, what do you want me to do a video on next? Until next time, happy baking.